This is the TCL 4K HDR TCL C-Series Roku TV. And I've got to say, I am pretty impressed for what it is. Now, if you're in the market for a cheap 4K HDR TV, this may not be it. And I say not with a little asterisk on it. This TV is about $650 to $700. I just checked a little bit ago, and Amazon has it on a sale right now for $650 because we're getting close to Black Friday. In my opinion, $650 or $700 is not worth it for this TV. That's my opinion. I know people will say, yes it is, or no it's not, or this TV sucks, or it's great, or whatever. In my opinion, it's not worth $650 or $700. Now, I got this at Costco when Costco does their thing for their holiday shopping near Black Friday for $450. Now, $450, we're dropping $200 from $650. Now we're starting to talk about it for a little bit. So, I got this TV at $450 about a week or so ago. And I've got to say that at a price of $450, this is it. That's it. 4K, HDR, it's looking good at $450. Now, would I say that at $700? No, I would not say it at $700. Not at all. Last year, I have another video that I did on the Vizio 60-inch M series. That was last year at Costco for $750 for a 60-inch. Much better, in my opinion. I returned it overall because I didn't like the app thing on the phone or on the tablet. And Vizio realized that they messed up, so they switched all that, and now people are much happier. But this year, Vizio didn't make the M series in a 60-inch. And that sucks, because I would have got that for sure. But I happened to see this one. I looked at reviews in it. The reviews aren't amazing, but they're average, and for $450, that's fine with me. This is a 55-inch. They make it in 55, 65. I think that's it for the C-Series. This TV has Roku built into it, which I was not very familiar with that until I had this. And I must say that if you've never experienced a Roku TV or Roku stick or whatever you call it, I am pretty impressed with how it works. This is the remote that comes with the TV, and it looks like a toy. This looks like a freaking baby wants to eat it. But it makes it extremely simple and easy to use, and you can't ask for more than that. When you first set up the TV, you can set it up with the HDMIs to be, there's my Xbox, my Wii, and TV, but I don't even have TV on here. I just use the app for it, which this TV actually has the Spectrum app, so that's very nice. I have that. Amazon, Netflix, Hulu, all sorts of good stuff, YouTube, all sorts of stuff that you need in a TV. I'm sure everyone has seen this video if you're looking into a 4K HDR TV. And I must say, again, for the price at $450, you cannot go wrong. It looks amazing. It's clear, crisp. I don't know how well it's showing up on the phone right here, but it's bright enough. It moves well, and I don't have anything bad to say about it at a price of $450. Now, if this was $700, I would probably return it. That extra $250 will make a difference, in my opinion. The specs on the TV are pretty good for an average 4K HDR TV. It says that it has 120 hertz effective refresh rate. RTratings.com always says that no, that's not true, and it's 60. It looks good, in my opinion. It has dual band Wi-Fi, so you can connect it to your 2.4 or your 5 gigahertz. It only has 3 HDMI ports, not 4, which kind of sucks. But you can always get one of those hubs and attach it to a million. It does not have Bluetooth. That's a little irritating. I had a TV for a little bit that had Bluetooth, and it was cool. I didn't have to hook up any of my surround sound or anything to it, and it was very nice. I do have one complaint on hooking up a surround sound to it. The TV comes with a little adapter because it does not have classic RGB, which well, that's red, green, blue. RGB, yellow, red, white. It doesn't have that classic thing. So it comes with a little adapter that you have to plug into the headphone jack on the back of the TV, and then it goes to red and white, and then you plug in your surround sound to that. However, when it's plugged in, even with your surround sound off, the TV volume won't work through the speakers. You have to unplug the cord. So that's a little irritating. But nothing to complain about at $450. Now, again, at $700, we're pushing $1,000 here. Come on. The design of the TV, this is the C series, looks freaking sick. It's thin. The top of the TV is maybe not even a half an inch thick. The legs are very nice. They are metal. They're not plastic. This bottom goodie thing right here has two 8-watt speakers, which is nothing. 8 watts, that's ridiculous. Some TVs now these days have like 20 and 30 watts. So the sound isn't that great. It's okay. It's okay for $450. Again, I'm going to keep pushing that because for $450, it's fine. I got my little cheap surround sound I got from Amazon for $100, and it sounds amazing. That works just fine. Gaming on this TV is decent. It's not amazing. It is decent. Do I complain about it? Again, $450. I have absolutely no complaints on what this TV does for gaming. When you pop in I've got an Xbox One S, so when you pop in a HDR game with Assassin's Creed happens to be that, a little notification in the top right corner says HDR. It says HDR. So you know that an HDR game, or when you're watching an HDR movie or Amazon thing, it says, I can't get up this little hill right here, it says HDR. So you know if it's playing that. As for the YouTube on the HDR 60 frames a second demos, you can definitely tell this has HDR with 4K because I've tried it with my other TVs that don't, and it does not. So, again, with playing video games on an Xbox One S, Assassin's Creed, which I've been playing for a week now on this, I have no complaints whatsoever. It is fast enough. It looks good. The game mode has almost, I don't want to say almost, but it has very little lag. It has plenty of ways you can change your picture settings. And it is overall a great experience for a TV that costs $450. I also forgot to mention, this HDR TV also has Dolby Vision. I don't know what that is, but it sounds cool. I think it's just another version of HDR. If it doesn't have HDR, it has Dolby Vision or whatever. But this TV is the TCL ROKU 4K HDR C-Series 807 55-inch. Now, at $450, I would recommend to get this TV. 55-inch, $450, 4K HDR Roku. The comparable Samsung M6300, in my opinion, it's more expensive. It's $500, but it's always like $500. I don't like that TV. That's in my opinion. I don't like the way it functions. I don't like the way it works. I don't like the way it looks. That's my opinion. Now, if you want to play with the big boys, get the Samsung KS8000, but that's a lot more expensive. On sale, it's like $1,000. This was on sale for $450. Now, that's a big difference for me. I'd rather pay $450 for a pretty, really good TV than $1,000 for a extremely perfect TV. So check that one out if you want a perfect TV. This TV works for what I want it to. It looks great. It was cheap on sale. Enough ports in it for your everyday use. You just kind of figure out how to get around them. Has dual band Wi-Fi, so that's pretty nice. Does not have Bluetooth, not nice. Speakers are okay, not amazing, but okay. If you have any questions or you want me to go into something more specific, let me know. Again, 4K HDR C-Series TCL TV at $450. buy it. At $700, I would not.